What's up, fellas? All right, Rich's Method, back at it again. All right, so on this installment, man, I'm just gonna give you guys some tips to help you out as an update when moving around. Mostly geared towards Sua, of course. However, when I get into some of the more general information, that's gonna help you guys anywhere on the island of Dominican Republic. So it's just gonna be a little bit about how to move, some of the things that are gonna make your life a little easier. So sit back, enjoy. All right, fellas. So first thing first, of course, let's cover airports. Now, obviously, you got about several options to come into the island, right? But really and truly, man, that's going to depend on you, your schedule, the days, which airlines fly where based on your budget, right? Now, all airlines fly to all airports. You guys ain't got to determine it. But your airport options are these. The closest, because Sosua, Cabarete, that area is in the northern coast of the island. That means it's on top if you look at the Google map, right? So the closest airport is Puerto Plata Airport. Why? Because Sosua is in the, let's look at it like a state, is in the province of Puerto Plata, which is like saying it's in the state of Florida, for example, right? Then you just got the different cities. For the guys, obviously, who've been coming to Sosua, who've been coming to the DR, this part is not as important to you, you already know, but for other people who are newbies, trust me, this information is going to be helpful for them. So your closest airport, which is about 20-minute taxi ride outside of Sosua, probably 30 minutes outside of Cabarete. And Cabarete and Sosua difference is like a 10-minute ride, right, from each other. So if you're staying in Sosua, if you're staying in Cabarete, if you're staying in Puerto Plata City, you come into Puerto Plata Airport, which will be the closest. Well, taxi rides can differ, so I won't even get into that price. You just got to kind of haggle with the person at the airport. But I would say since you're already there in Puerto Plata, don't pay more than 20 US dollars, right? Your mode of transportation will not be Uber if you are in Sosua. Sosua, the taxi drivers got that on lock. Same with the airport. So your Uber won't work, your Uber app. Now, if you're going to stay in Puerto Plata City, which is probably a good 30, 40 minute outside of Sosua, when you're in Puerto Plata City, you'll be able to move around with an Uber. Uber drivers do play games. Sometimes they'll message you when you order and say, hey, are you paying with cash or your card? Obviously, we are used to our Ubers being linked up through our bank accounts. So they'll be trying to get cash from you. They might even cancel and then they'll try to look for another driver. You could tell them, if you understand Spanish, hey, I'm paying efectivo. That's what they call cash, right? If you got extra cash on you. What you would do is get their phone number, save that in your WhatsApp. You guys should already know that outside the country of the United States and North America, most people just communicate with WhatsApp app. It's free. You go to your Google Play or your iPhone store and WhatsApp, WHATSAPP, download that. You'll be using that for the women. You'll be using that for the businesses. You'll be using that for everything that you need. You ask the dude, hey man, what's your number on the WhatsApp? You save it with a 1, then the local Dominican number, and you make sure to message them first on the WhatsApp to make sure it goes through and they're responding. You could use the Google Translate too to help you out before you then cancel the ride. Now you might pay a cancellation fee depending on how fast you do this or not do this, right? Because if you just say, hey man, my number is this, and then you cancel the ride, that dude, this, a lot of times people are not moving on that ones and twos as fast as we do in the north, right? So he might not even grab that number out of the Uber messenger before you cancel the ride, and then you can't see nothing else. So that's important. You got to be grabbing his information, make sure that you message him first, then cancel the trip. Now it might be like $1.50 to cancel for the cancellation fee, and then he'll still ask for your location. You can share your location on WhatsApp or the name of your location if it's a hotel or a residence that you're staying in, and then he'll come get you, and then you just pay him cash. What I do is when they try to do that, I'm already looking at the local price of what that ride will be. It's already a deal for them because now they ain't got to split the same amount of money with Uber. This is why they're doing that, right? They don't want to split that money. All right, so that comes to transportation, and then your airport options. Like I mentioned, Puerto Plata is the closest. Now you could also come into Santiago, which is about an hour with good traffic to an hour and 15 minutes from Santiago up to Puerto Plata City. Maybe even an hour and a half to Sosua, guys. What you would do on that one is taxi driver, $80 to $60, depending on the time of the day, the traffic, how busy it'll be in Santiago. If it's afternoon or midday, man, you're gonna pay more. I would say that's the cost for a ride because that driver's got to go up, drop you off, and then come right back down. Don't forget that part. So it's gas and it's time. So where it's an hour and a half ride up for you, it's really 3 hours out his day for him. So 40 to 60 bucks. Even sometimes people might even charge you 80. Not an airport option. You don't really want to come into Punta Cana unless you're doing something on that side. That's on the east side of the island and at the bottom. If you're coming in for like a month or two and then eventually you're going to work your way into Sosua area, Cabarete, which is hours, like 5-6 hours, then, you know, I guess you could come in the airport, but it would not make sense. Now, the international main airport, obviously in the capital, is Santo Domingo. That's in the south of the island. And you don't really want to take a taxi up. That'll be like $100 to $200, but I've known people who have done it. What I would normally do is I would get out for the airport, catch a taxi there or an Uber, because Uber works in these outer cities, and put in the Caribbean Tours main hub. Not Caribbean Tours Express or their package shipping. You tell them you're going to Avenida Febrero, Route 27, or Duarte, the main Caribbean Tours bus stop. They're probably going to charge you about like $7, $8 depending on the day to get over to the Caribbean Tours bus. Caribbean Tours got an express bus that leaves about every hour during the day before the cutoff, which is like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. That goes up to Sosua, literally. Even goes through Puerto Plata. I think the price to get from Puerto Plata, Santo Domingo, Caribbean Tours, all the way to Sosua is like 550 pesos. Let's say that's about 12 bucks. You get to put your luggage and everything in the bottom of the bus, collect a little tag so you could claim it. You got Wi-Fi on the bus, you got AC, you got a little TV. It'll be in Spanish, you can't understand it, but it's something. Using the Wi-Fi, it'll go in and out as you go through the mountains and stuff like that. That ride, fellas, is about 5 hours to 6 hours, so you got to be prepared for that if you were going to do that option. Now, if you took Caribbean Tours to Sosua, the bus, that's the last stop, and it doesn't take you onto the main strip, so you will have to negotiate if you don't want to be walking with your luggage, a taxi. Don't pay more than like 350 pesos for them to take you into the town if you've never been there. It's not too far. You could even do a moto concho, but you don't want to look like a sucker just rolling into town on a moto concho with your luggage, right? So just take that to your hotel or your Airbnb or taxi. You know, just talk with the dudes, make sure they don't price gouge you. Sosua is really, really small. Now, if the taxi driver going to take you into Cabarete, that's a little longer ride. So maybe they might charge you like 500, 600 pesos, all right? Which is still pretty high, but you don't really have a lot of options. They've got to go past the main Sosua and then probably a good little 15 minutes more to 20 minutes from where the Caribbean Tours stops in Sosua to get you over to Cabarete. That covers my main on transportation and airport for you when it comes to tips. Now, every other part of the island, unless you're in a nowhere zone, you'll be able to use Uber, all right, to get around. They also got an app called InDriver. You could download that app. It'll mostly be in Spanish. In that app, you just kind of tell them what you want to pay, see if they agree or not for your price. Now, you ain't living here, you ain't already know the Dominican prices, so that app is not as useful for you. All right, so let's cover communication, right? If you're coming over to the island, you want to check first with your cell phone provider to see whether or not you got roaming options in the DR. I think people like with T-Mobile and maybe even Verizon, you guys might be all right. I would still double check, make sure you know your rates. Now, if you come over and your company maybe is like Sprint, maybe they even still exist, and you know you don't have any communication, your options are you could buy a prepaid SIM card at the airport. Locally, it's only like 150 pesos, which is like $3, but the airport probably might be charging you double, so you might end up paying maybe 500 pesos, or maybe like $10, or maybe a little below. Then you got load data on it, right? You got options of like 1 day data, 3 gigabytes. You got 3 days, which might be like $4, 300 pesos or something like that. You could probably do 5 days, sorry, not 4. That's gonna be one of your options. You just prepaid and load data. Tell them you need only a data-only plan. That'll give you access to WhatsApp, Facebook, your Uber, if you're in an area where you can use Uber. It's basically data and no phone calls. Because who calling you and who know your phone number? Make sure though they give you a copy of the little plastic thing that holds your SIM card, right? Because that gonna have your phone number. Also make sure to write down your local Dominican phone number. You're gonna need that every time you need to reload minutes. If you guys got one of the US iPhones that can't open, you're in trouble. So you could also buy for, think about like 50, 60 US dollar, depending on how long you're staying, a portable Wi-Fi. Two services you're gonna use for both of these. The best is usually Claro, and the second cheapest is Altice. Altice gonna got gaps depending on where you are. But if you're using the North Coast, man, unless you go to a beach out in the middle of nowhere, you should be fine in the Sosua and Cabarete area in Puerto Plata City with Claro or Altice. Both will be okay. Now I'm gonna follow up this video with another one talking about how to move after you already arrived, so you don't, fall victim to everything, and you got just a better experience, if you get what I'm saying. And don't forget, fellas, payhip.com/RichesMethod. I do a cheat sheet on travel, safety, and dating abroad that'll cover general information that will apply to many different countries. Make sure to go grab that. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe and notifications all, and I'll check you guys on the next one.